So I have a meeting with the big boss today.
You're gonna have a deadline too.
I don't know. Let's see about that.
Good luck.
Thank you. So let me show you the work that I've been working on since the last month. So the idea is now, as an input, I have a video. Then I will detect all the objects inside this video.
Okay.
But at the end, I will send an email with all the object that is detected inside this video.
Okay. It's interesting. As everything is working well, definitely. So now, next step, I need it in production by the end of the week. Okay?
Okay.
This is how I deal with a data science project. I need results now, fast, and so we have to test it in real life.
You had to use C++ this week, didn't you?
Yeah, the manager told me I need to deploy the work that I did into production by the end of this week. Why we don't hire data engineers? It seems much easier and faster.
People who understand resource management are expensive. Data engineers are rare too. I don't know if this company can afford them.
Well, turns out I need to die with boredom.
No. Come here. It's not that difficult.
Okay, Martin. Yeah, it's definitely an amazing project. You want it, you will have it. In 2 days. Deal. This is how we speed up projects.
All right, look, so first we're going to start with Docker. You wrote your Docker file, you have it all configured, then you need to worry about the requirements and the dependencies. That's why you had to learn C++. And next we're going to use the Nix package manager. We use it internally, it'll be fine. There's just sometimes some inconsistencies between your C++ code that you'll learn and you'll be fine, and the names in Nix, so you'll have to make sure that those match up fine, okay? Next, you'll have to leave Jupyter, right? You can't use Jupyter anymore. You're going to try to deploy this on a VM. For that, you'll have to learn Kubernetes later, but for now we won't worry about it, and that's really easy. Are you listening?
Kinda.
Yeah. Next, so once you have this all deployed in the VM, you can make a secure shell, and you can make sure that it deployed correctly by going to the logs of the core over here. Once you find out that it's all configured correctly, oh, here, in this case there was a problem, so we'll look through we'll do that later, but I'll show you how, but it'll take you a little time. Once it's deployed, you'll have to configure the machine so that it can allocate the resources for your module about the video detection. And once you have that done, you're good. You can deploy it on the cloud. And that's it. I'm just kidding. You're a data scientist, so you don't need to worry about any of that crap I just told you.
Okay.
I've actually been using this platform called Ryax, where you can develop and scale all of your data science code, and it does all the resource management and scaling for you. It's really easy. Okay. So tell me about this workflow.
So in my test environment, I use the pre-recorded MP4 video, but in production would be a webcam from an MQTT input.
That's fine. Actually, we have a built-in MQTT source here. You can just drag and drop it. Put your inputs. You'll have to put the URL to the server. What's next?
Okay, it seems easy, but then how can I import the code that I created to cut the video frame by frame?
Yeah, of course. You can put all your own custom code into your workflow, as long as it's in Git. If you have a Git repository, you can scan it as you would any repository, right here in the UI. So I'll show you how. So once we have the URL for your repository, we can come into the repo manager and scan it like this. So this will scan the entire repository and find any modules that you might have inside of it.
Cool.
And here's your cut video frame by frame module.
Wow.
We can go back into the store and find it here just to show you that everything worked. We'll search frame by frame. Here it is. Now we can come back into the studio and edit your workflow to add that new module. By the way, you might see the word processor here. In Ryax, there are 3 different kinds of modules. A source, that's any module that starts a workflow.
Okay.
Processors, anything that processes data and outputs some different data. And publishers are modules that, for example, write to a database or publish some data online, just for your information. So here we have your new module in your workflow, and we can connect it to our MQTT source. Like that. What's next in the workflow?
So we need to add the video detection model.
Right. We have that one from when we scanned your repository. Let's just add it onto the workflow.
Excellent.
Drag and drop. What's next?
So then we need to reassemble the video.
Right. Again, we have that one from when we scanned your repository. I'll just put it right at the end here.
Wow, amazing.
And then there's one last thing, right?
Yes.
Okay guys, any news? It's finished? I need it. It's very important. It's very important for a customer. It's critical for the company. So move on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I need it for the end of the week. Don't waste your time.
Let's finish this. There's one last module, right?
Yeah.
So
we need to send an email back to the administrator.
Same thing. That one was in your repository as well. I'll move it in. We can just move it a bit for readability, and then I think it's all done.
Amazing. I think we did it.
Next is deployment. So now that we have your workflow built, we can get it deployed in some production environment. That just means that your code can run and generate executions that users can interact with.
Oh, great.
And we can do it in one click. Watch this.
And that's all?
That's all. There we go. Now your workflow is deployed and running on the cloud, and the input is streaming through the MQTT gateway.
Okay.
So here we have some input, and this is live.
Okay, excellent.
And then if we'd like, in the end, your workflow sends an email with the output, which are, of course, your tagged images.
Wow, amazing.
Now that your workflow is deployed, it's sending executions every so often to run your code, and you can monitor all of those executions in Ryax. So here's a list of executions. When we click on one, we can see when this particular module ran and what the particular inputs and outputs were.
So I can monitor all the work that I've done.
That's right.
Right, that's great then. So after verifying the code, I think this is not the last version. I think we need to rewrite the whole workflow from zero.
No, we won't have to rewrite the whole workflow. As long as we have the new version in Git, we can rescan. And then we have the new module right here. This one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we can delete the old one and drag in the new one, just like that.
And no need to update anything else.
No need, now it's already updated.
So it seems like we're done.
Yeah, and we can just look over here and see the next...
Okay guys, any news? It's okay?
Well, boss, we did it. It's done.
No. Ready?
I swear.
Ah yeah, that's great, that's great. I will call the customer. Thank you so much for your work. See you soon.
You're the boss.